What is happening inside the European Union is just the second phase of the Soviet Federation. The same force are worked behind the Soviet Federation are the same force working now inside the European Union. For the same reason, to use the European Union in an appropriate time and destabilize the European Union at the same time. If you want to understand what is happening today inside the European Union, you need to look on the history of Soviet Federation. Only then picture will be clear to you and you will be able to understand what is going on inside the European Union. Historians don't tell you. It's a mind-blowing deception created by Antichrist Dajjal and his allies. So let me start from the beginning. I am going to bring multiple subjects because everything is connected to make you understand, and people are so brainwashed till today they're not able to distinguish between the Russia and the Soviet Federation. For them, Russia is still a communist country, but I am telling you today Russia is different one. So what they did was in 1907 Britain and France embraced Russia. They used honey to come in a triple alliance, Britain, France and Russia. That the honey they used to trap Russia was, Britain says, if we win the war against Ottoman Empire, you will get Constantinople. That's why Russia came into the war. But they promised Russia to the front door, but they took Constantinople from the back door, like what they did to Arabs. These are the pupils of deception. When the Russian army had fought in the First World War, they suffered the most, and now they're winning the war. Ottoman Empire were collapsing. In that war, Russia army are miles away from the Constantinople. Actually, they don't want Russia to get Constantinople. That's the truth. So what they do, Russian Jews organized and execute Bolshevik revolution which overthrew the Russian monarchy. They killed a leaders and his whole family, overthrew the government, and as a result they took Russia out of the war. For that, Russian army had to stop war and came back and could not go to the Constantinople. In another words, Russian Jews stabbed Russia in the back. They did more than that. They brought communism in Russia. We know communism is not Russia. The normal people don't understand that communism was created to destroy Russia as well as destroy the Orthodox Church in Russia. So they brought communism and Soviet Union, and for the next 50 to 70 years the Zionists created Soviet Union, waged war in the religion, waged war in the Orthodox Church, killed the priest and closed down the monastery and churches, so on. And then when appropriate time came, Israel came into being. This same Soviet Union opened a door to the millions of Jews to migrate Israel from Russia. If you go today Israel, you will see they speaking the Russian. They are the Russian Jews. Then Soviet Union, 6 years after the Israel came into being, did something strange and mysterious. Crimea is a Russian territory. Crimea is a part of Russia. The Soviet Union suddenly decided to give Crimea as a gift to Ukraine. The multi-million-dollar question is why they did it. The historian don't tell you. So let me tell you, they give Crimea to Ukraine in order to stab Russia in the back again. Because if Russia loses Crimea, it will enhance Israel's security. The Russian Navy based on Crimea, and there is a straight line between the Crimea to Constantinople to get out of the Black Sea and get into the Mediterranean Sea to come Constantinople easily. So they gave Crimea as a gift to Ukraine. They never bother to consult with the people of Crimea as well as Russian people what they want. No, they don't ask. They did more than that. They just not give Crimea to Ukraine, but earlier they give eastern Ukraine. And we know also the part of Russia and Soviet Union gives as a gift to Ukraine. Why? The multi-million dollar question is why they did it. When the proper moment come, the same people who brought down the Soviet Union are the same force working on that destabilizing Russia. They are master in that. Now you know it was the great deception of Antichrist Dajjal and his allies to collapse Soviet Union because they didn't need anymore, like tomorrow didn't need you, O Saudi Arabia. So they brought down the Soviet Union. Why? So that Ukraine might merge as independent states. That sounds strange, right? Of course, it will be a danger for Russia. They prepared the way and now you emerge as independent states. So the rope is Russian neck now. From that day, relation between Russia and Ukraine as always problematic. But the people of Ukraine have the good sense and the wisdom to appoint a government that was pro-Russian. But now Antichrist Dajjal and his allies came back again with his new plan and strategy. And the last election world witness again. And eventually Antichrist Dajjal got what they wanted. Antichrist Dajjal had the money and power, so they created chaos in Ukraine and President flee. And finally Antichrist Dajjal and his allies came and immediately recognized the new government in Ukraine. The new government of Ukraine is anti-Russian. That's what they wanted. And the new government in Ukraine will join NATO, and Russia could not stop it because it's a independent states now. At the time Ukraine joined NATO, they sent military force to Ukraine, and now Ukraine is a peak right with Russia. As a result, Russia had to leave Ukraine and Crimea and shut down their military base in Crimea as a result. If it's happened, then Antichrist Dajjal and his allies will celebrate. That's the master plan. That's why US revert Ukraine for World War III. Now Antichrist bring a new plan for the Europe and he called European Union. What actually he wanted to do is make a group inside Europe and give a name European Union and bring all the nation under European Union to make one world government, like they want to make a new currency other than the local currency, as well as the military army other than the local military. In the process to serve the Antichrist and his allies, we called him the West. The process, they make a group of 27 nations in Europe. So Greece was understand this was the plan of Antichrist, and they created the European Union, which is just the second phase of Soviet Federation. The same force are worked behind the Soviet Federation are the same force are working now inside the European Union for the same reason, to use the European Union in a appropriate time and destabilize the European Union at the same time, as well as they will fight for the Antichrist in World War III, which is about to come. That's why Greece tried to escape from this European Union, but the Antichrist doesn't like this. I hope you heard this word Brexit. What I explained, it's all about Brexit, so you may understand easily. Antichrist reaches his final stage of vaccine digital certificate for the European Union to apply and serve this new plan for the Antichrist, and this fellow will be succeed with his plan and strategy and test and trial. Take a look.
And here is mine. So everyone who is fully vaccinated or tested negative or has recovered from COVID can get one. And we have right now 15 member states that have already signed up. And from the 1st of July, all 27 member states have to apply these EU digital certificates for the COVID. I am planning now to start my tour through 27 member states for the Next Generation EU, our Recovery and Resilience plan, and I'm very curious to test and to see how this certificate will work. Thank you.
Conclusion. This is what I understand so far. Let me know your opinion on the comment section, and if you like this document, please do like and share to others.